Yeah, and ENCE, they are playing the retake for this A site, so they don't mind letting UNGENTIUM come all the way out here. They have the utility. It's Diha has a smoke and a flash. Bit of damage being done, but the P250 is going to back away from the B side of the map. Flank's actually coming in, so Sydney, he's really far away from this one. Way out of position. Can't find the kill on the player planting and can't find the player that pushes him as Madden's not able to get anything done. Flank from Spinks, but does he expect the late flank from Sydney? Sydney's actually going to go towards mid, so all three T's going to be playing the post plant from the donut, and Diha has a smoke for the bomb.
Oh, the tap through the smoke. Matty trying his best to connect onto the diffuser. They got him low, but they couldn't get him off the bomb. And ENCE hold on to that one. They do clutch out the round. You've got the lurker of Sydney. Matty, rather. He'll be the one holding to see if anyone did push off of the A site. Timing could be a factor here for Sphinx as well. He goes back through Nut onto the B site. They're pushing up directly behind him.
Oh, this timing's so bad for ENCE. They just got so unlucky. They missed him on both occasions. The Sphinx is going to get caught out in no man's land. Yeah, just so unlucky. Madden is here to try and save it. But surely they're going to be clearing this. They're going to be watching. No. It's the first. Okay. 2 versus 2. And Madden's in the advanced position. And Sydney just walks right around the corner into his crosshair. Hello. The suppressed M4 making all the difference. Apparently Sydney not sure where his teammate had died from.
Matty, with the AK, does hit the headshot on Madden. And it all falls into a 1v1. So Snappy now needs to get the bomb down. Needs to actually jump on the bomb, rather, as he is going to be pushing back around. Matty backs off, time ticking away. He has a kit. He's got a single flash to play with as well. Matty will peek him and does make it work. So UNGENTIUM picking up that round on the T side there.
Smoke for the execute. They don't have a kit, so they can't play for the retake. They do have 3 players here, so they are ready for this one as the execute's coming in.
There should be a trade of smokes from either side. Sphinx, though, he's able to find a pick in the meantime at middle as well, so makes it slightly easier for them. 4 versus 5. Everyone's grouped up at A. Bomb's going to be wrapping around through cave. Sydney, he leads the charge, has backup in Groovy. Snappy's just in the smoke, waiting for the aggression to come his way. There's the opening pick from Prism. Now you've got a bit of breathing room, but they don't realise Madden, he was in the back of the site the entire time, waiting for his opportunity to strike. And one by one, the CTs find all of their frags.
Op no head armor. And not very much utility.
Snappy's up to his old tricks again. Pushes out, pushes down. And because of the deep smoke in the door, they can play the early crossfire here towards ramp. Ruby trying to turn, not able to pull it off in time. 3 frags already secured in a matter of seconds in this round. And for Exus and Sydney, you're isolated. You're not in positions where you can play with one another. Sydney, tag for the smoke as well. And just retreats, spams off a few warning shots, but all in all, ENCE. Great play to start it off, proactive towards ramp.
Yeah, and UNGENTIUM trying to counter it with those late flashes to flash their boys through, but the flashes just don't land. They don't actually get anybody. You can see the player playing close to the door. All they have is 2 smokes. I mean, the CTs have no utility left whatsoever. It's just the molly on Hades. As Spinks trying to get a timing on this flank. Will he find it? Gets the first. Silenced M4 allows him to get the second. As Exus does eventually peek out and get the trade. The site is taken, though. Counter molly comes in towards the pillar, but Prism's planning in the front. So 3 versus 3. Retake and post plant. No utility left. Madden dies as the smoke fades.
Ooh. I mean, that was swift. Hades hits the flick on the AWP in the back of Prism. He's down. Time in the round ticking away. They are going to push up. They've got the 1 kit in their pockets. 2 Ts towards cave as well. The double peek. Will they expect it? Looking towards ramp right now. Diha repositions. Saves his teammate the first time. The bomb's going to be defused as well. Exus will get the kill, but it's too little too late to end. Oh! Madden! Oh,
Creepy.
mate. God damn. Through the smoke. The aggressive plays always working. Does it on a whim. At least there's no one else there. They're all grouped up outside of A. You still have to contend with the fact that Diha's here. He peeks first, sees the smoke still up. Resmoke comes in a little bit late though, but it won't matter as they all line up. Easy pickings. And it's only Sydney that remains. Sydney had some beastly rounds yesterday. I don't think we'll be seeing much from him now. Again through the smoke.
Yeah, just walks around the corner and instantly destroyed through the smoke. Dying in middle at the hands of ENCE. And the A split's on the way, but the CTs have 3 people here.
That's the warning shot. It's a position given up for Dihar. Hades as well falls. So finally, we do have a round that looks like it should be coming up all things Ungentium. Madden is in Temple, playing behind the smoke. As it dissipates, he gets the headshot off onto Prism. Toying with Matty as well, but he does expose himself to Nut. And that'll be an easy shot from Sydney. So all on Snappy. Oh, they line up for him! The Kalashnikov firing off. Hits the head. And breaks what was a huge round so far from Ungentium. Now, with 50 seconds on the clock, the bomb's still got to go down. Luckily.
I don't know.
Just measuring the distance.
Yeah, like is he figuring out the perfect, mouse pad to monitor distance?
Potentially. I mean, in terms of the measure here, it's going to be at least 5 rounds that he's figured out they need to bring back to get this game tied up. And ENCE, they go in balling towards the B site. Easy frags picked up. Sydney replies, getting a lot of tags out. Supported by EXUS. Hello, in the back line. Hades running in. Sphinx on a pistol round, though. Never count him out. Issue is this time he couldn't hold it. Will fall. Scary round. But Ungentium get it. They needed a pistol. You have to have something going your way to get you into the game. He's a champion, mate.
Yeah, he likes math.
Wants the rule in the server and outside. And with only 2 rounds to close the gap, maybe there's a possibility for that to become plausible. Prism, he's on the push, he's on the hunt. He's going to be finding Dihar through the smoke as he'll take the brunt of the damage from the AK. And it's just Snappy and Sphinx that are here in play.
Yeah, again, ENCE losing out early on the trades. They don't actually know that Snappy got into this position. I'm sure they're aware of the possibility. You can see they are just holding. Prism's playing anti-flash. Gonna let the first contact come out from his teammate. Sphinx finds the opening. Prism swings out, gets the kill. Knows that he's stuck in the corner now, and now the 4 spies from ENCE have officially not paid off. Yeah, Prism's down to 68 HP as well as Grooby's looking for the spams over there in the cave. Peeking out towards lane, seeing what he can find. And ENCE is grouping up towards B here, and UNGENTIUM has 3 men here. EXUS is in middle by himself. Grooby's going to go aggressive. It's going to come down to timing. Catches Snappy with a nade out. Lands the dink onto Dihar as well and just gets away. Aggression from Prism. Trades one back as well, and this is falling apart. UNGENTIUM with the mid-round aggression, finding all of the frags. Sphinx does eventually get one back, but Maddie was there. And UNGENTIUM, despite being a man down, they collapse on that B site. You can see across the board, both of these teams have used up so much of their utility as Prism just wide swings out onto long and finds Hades. Good trade by Sphinx.
Punishes Prism. Only problem is, they've started rotating. They are setting their focus on the A site. You've still got 2 men on deck here. Seems like EXUS might be debating the rotate though, as he's backing off towards CT. Matty has the AWP. We haven't seen too much of him yet on the CT side. He's only been tested once here on A. They do smoke him off. He's already got the angle on Snappy, and he's finding even more as well. 2 frags found from the sniper. Sphinx, lucky to be alive. The AWP shot will miss, but EXUS will be able to tidy up on the mess. And here comes Madden. Can he impress now? Sees the arm, and at that point, it's already too late. Matty with the flick. And Ungentium.
Children. Not saying, of course, that they're children, but that's pretty much what being a coach on a Counter-Strike team is. You're kind of a glorified babysitter. It's Grooby swinging out from the cave, finding 2 MP9 kills, and trying to take control, and Prism with the spam. Get Sphinx jumping up towards mid, and this round's falling apart for ENCE, and their money's broken.
It's worked fantastically for them. I'll tell you what Lars is building. A lead here for Ungentium. Is if they find this pick onto Hades, they will have the 14th, and they'll be dangerously close to match point on their map. Hades will win out on his one towards middle. But Groovy comes in, clean up crew.
And ENCE is just walking out A again.
Oh, the Famous. Not going to be giving him a helping hand there. He falls. Turns this round to a bit of a fast, but Matty had the opportunity to secure 2 kills and stay alive in that position towards Temple. He buckles. Gives them a chance here. 4 versus 3. This one is for match point for UNGENTIUM. If they lose out on the retake, ENCE will take the first map. And they will go 1-0 up in the series. Prism pushes up close, clearing Temple, but his head's been blown to bits. Down to Groovy and Sydney now. Nade rolls in, gives him away. He's seen the head, turns the corner, and it's all going wrong. Just Sydney, spotted by the AWPer. Hades, 16-14 secured, as ENCE will be able to close it out. Very back and forth. Map of Ancients, but UNGENTIUM just couldn't get it over the finish line. So now we're here. ENCE, 1 map up. Can they take the 2-0? That's the big question. Groovy in the pistol round, trying to give us a fat no as the headshots are being delivered. Diha, he'll reply with the Glock. A bit of an awkward position now for ENCE, Davey. Massively outnumbered, outgunned. Bombs in CT control, but hello! Diha, he gets a grasp on the round. Bullet to the bane for Prism. Surely they can't bring this back.
Diha saying ha-ha to your peak as Prism swings out. Lands the headshot. Diha with another one. That's the kit dropped in the back of the site. Groovy has picked it up. And so far, UNGENTIUM being very ungentlemanly, not welcoming the T's into their bomb site. But Groovy wants to plow his way in regardless. Snappy loses his life to Exis, and Exis with the repeak. That is 2 headshots for him. So
Long gone. Oh, Matty. Awkward timing. I mean, he's outside, finds the first pick. Swift response from the CTs, though. Big frags across the board. So Sphinx and Hades, the last 2 left alive once again. Sphinx actually goes undamaged throughout that 1v1 as well. There wasn't a bullet to soften him up. And he is not the player you want to be up against in these sort of rounds. They both get down the vent. They've got B site, Davey.
they do, and that was squeaky bum time a bit there from Hades, messing up his movement and actually getting on the ladder. So if the peak had come out, it would have been a nightmare for him. But he tucks back away into the door, and Sphinx is playing close on the ramp. Surely they're going to clear this. All the CTs coming from this position. Molotov comes out. Sphinx tries to get a timing on the fight, but now he actually does land the headshot. Connects for the second as well. It is just Groovy. 1v1 against Hades. Sphinx making a massive play to find 2 more kills on the players retaking from ramp, and the aggressive peek by Hades elects to take the early fight. Bit of a
The CT train, the USPs pulling into the station. And of course, Groovy with the Deagle still finds a pick. You're outnumbered, but you've been able to recover some of the weapons as well. So 2 AKs now in their hands. They don't have armor, so the aim punch will definitely leave them in a horrible spot if they take a hit from the MAC-10 on the drive-by. Snappy's low, he's on 41 HP. Spam through the smoke. Groovy trying to play the time. Hades is right there. Waiting for it to dissipate. Hoping he'll be the first to react. He will. Now Sydney, the only CT that remains in play. 55 seconds on the clock. Bomb's been picked back up. 1 versus 3. Hearing all of this noise and knowing the game is afoot, debating whether or not they want to hard commit to this or if they want to go back up through the vent. They smoke the double doors, jump out through the window. There's the flick for Sydney, but he takes a hit, luckily enough. He had the life preserver there to keep him in the game.
Oh!
Spam into the wall! Sydney! Genius! Takes down the bomb carrier, leaves himself in the 1v1. Hades will grab it. Lord of the Underworld. Oh, baited off the bomb.
Oh!
Here's the peak!
He did it!
Sydney! He's pulled it off. The 1 versus 3 clutch. The spam into the vent. Sydney, he'd make his debut. Get his first 3 frags of the game. Walk away with success. Push onto the A site though. Sphinx struggling to tap with the Tech 9. Does eventually hit the shot. And now these Tech 9s are causing real turmoil here. The CT's crumbling, but Matty's still alive. He'll peek out with the AWP. Finds 2. Spam from main as well. We're down to a 3 versus 3 on the retake. Sphinx, he's only got 8 HP to play with. Hades peeking from the vent. Sees the Molotov flying over his head. Switches to the Deagle. Only a gut shot. Can't quite get the follow-up off. Madden peeks out though. And it goes their way. ENCE making it work on
80%. They're just, this is by far their favorite map. But UNGENTIUM has a decent win rate on this map too. If I remember right, it was somewhere in the low 60s. So they're definitely competent. So this is a really good T side for ENCE, considering. As now again, Maddie's in a different position. He's outside inside of the garage. D-Haas swings out, not expecting it. And goes down to the Opper. And can Madden connect the shot? Does. Trades it back onto Groovy, who gets caught with a nade inside of a site. So ENCE even us back up at 4-on-4.
Favor him now. Getting even better as well. Tag onto ENCE brings him down. Danger territory here. One bullet will finish him off, but Prism, a confidence play, pushes out through Squeaky, catches Sphinx off guard. Does again give them a manpower advantage to work with. ENCE just waiting on the smoke. He'll see him as he walks out. Madden not able to make the play work. If they can get the backstab onto ENCE, maybe there's an opportunity, but no. Snappy spotted as the swing will come around, and Hades now just trapped inside of Squeaky with the AWP. Eeks out, fast flick onto the first. There's the follow-up frag as well. The heroics of Hades saving the round potentially for them here. Gets down the vent. Matty's there. It will be a battle of the AWPers. Matty was ready, watching towards Decon. Plays close towards the smoke outside, has support of Sydney holding for secret. Has the peek onto D-Ha. Big spray down as well from Sydney. He'll smoke too. And it's Sphinx and Snappy that remain. UNGENTIUM close to securing the 10-5 half. Is there any opportunity to keep the dream alive here for the 9-6? Snappy sees one towards Garage. Knows there's a player there. Sphinx is holding for the peak from secret as well. Fires off a few warning shots. Timing eventually goes his way as the head will be bobbed up. Snappy hits it. Few shots in their way. He's in a good angle here. Sprays it down but can't quite connect. And Sphinx outnumbered, outgunned. Will be pushed upon. He'll fall. So it does go 10-5 at the half.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
Day one, long time ago.
Was way back now. Is his Sprout long gone at this point? Classic double nade as well. They run straight into that. Hades putting the AUG to good use towards top silo. Head hunting. He's out there doing his best photographer impression, taking all the headshots. Now it's just Prism and Matty that remain alive. Both of the Deagles in their palms. Oh, Hades is just farming. That'll be the ace with the AUG. Still hoping to make a move on this one. Waiting for first contact. They're going to peek into him. Disgusting angle, but he hits the shot. Backs off because of it as well. And can post up towards the end of Hut. He'll re-smoke towards Squeaky. At this point, you're going to have about 15 seconds in the round to make your move. UNGENTIUM have been starved out from start to finish.
Yeah, they're forcing them towards ramp or Hut with these continuous resmokes on the door. They are going to go out of Hut, and that's where they're pushing to. Sphinx is inside the site with the op. Does get mollied off, but still finds one. Madden from main is able to get the second, and there he is for two. Inside of the smoke, swinging out, finds his third. 5-7 on the hold, 8 rounds in a row.
There is a player on deck at B. That'll be Snappy. Waiting for push to come to shove. Behind the point. Honed in. Sees the first. Contact for either side. They'll back off. Nade goes flying in towards the ramp. He'll be mollied. Forced out by Matty. And he hits the shot.
One player was already quick on the flank towards ramp as well. That's D-Ha. So Madden needs to make some noise here. Yeah, open the door. Create space. Allow this flank to come in. You can see Matty's already aware of the possibility. And does he find the kill on D-Ha? He does. He can't get the kill. The flank not paying off. They know that he's above him in the site now. Madden's looking for the player towards ramp, but he knows Matty's above him with this AWP. And Sydney peeked out and didn't spot Madden, so he's inside of the site, and they don't know. And Madden finds the kill onto Matty. Sydney with one back. Very low HP, though. Molotov comes in to push him forward, and Hades hasn't connected yet. Very low. Can use the pistol. Doesn't realize it. And Sydney clutches it out with the headshot. Hades not able to connect any more bullets. Hades is towards secret as well, and they seem to think there's a chance a player has gotten down into secret. Based on where Hades is looking, he's worried about getting flanked. And you can see Snappy's made his way down into B as well. So something's happened here where UNGENTIUM has made ENCE think that a man has got down into B. And both ENCE players are down there worried about it.
That's ramp control. Being given up by Diha. He backs off. Snappy is on deck, though. Luckily enough, playing in the bottom of the ramp. He's ready with the AK. So if push comes to shove, he'll be the one to slay with the Kalashnikov. 30 seconds on the clock, and here comes the push. Last-ditch attempt from UNGENTIUM. It will be stalled on entry. Ruby's the only one that's able to find a frag. Matty does shut down Snappy. But he's got 20 seconds to make this play work. Sprinting up towards the site. Has the bomb in his hands, going to tap it to try and bait the face. 13 seconds on the clock, peeks out, misses the no-scope. Awkward fight against Hades, and he'll hit his 16-12. Unfortunately, the run ends there. ENCE